Good morning from the Second Age of Reason. It's Halloween 2014. It's cold and miserable, the first signs of snow, but it's also an important season to be aware of. It's days before the election, the midterm elections. This could be for any elections, but I want to encourage you all to get out and vote. You say, well, it's midterm elections, there's nothing important to vote for. I don't know any of the candidates. Well, you've had all year to read and study up about them. You still have a few days left to do it. You know, if you search in your city, you can look for the ballots. Preview the ballots. You can see who the candidates are on the ballots. Then you can Google every one of them and see what they stand for and know what to expect from each of them based on their history and remarks they have made to the press, because I'm sure you can find stuff about them. Nobody's in a vacuum. You say, I don't like the Democrats, or I don't like the Republicans. But you know what? There are third parties. Our Demo-Republican-controlled press doesn't mention anything about the third parties, but they are out there, and you can vote for them if you want. And I don't know about your state or your area, but in mine we have paper ballots, and we mark them with a number 2 pencil, and there is a field on there that you can select for write in. You can write in any name you want. You can write in your own name. You could say, well, that's throwing away your vote. Well, that's your protest vote against the system that doesn't give you any good choices. If you put yourself in there as a choice, or some kind of a protest statement, be creative, do it yourself. Of course, it's not going to win if you put in protest or crypto-fascist or something, or your own name. You're only going to get one vote. But if enough people do it, it'll start to be significant, and that people show up and they're voting for something other than the two-party system. So that is one aspect of it. But more important, on the back of the ballots, there are referendums. The referendums are actually far more important than the candidates on the other side. The referendums in my area, my district, my ward, whatever it is, are as follows. And you may have them on yours too. I don't know. Go and look up your ballot for your area. Okay, referendum point 1 is, should there be a constitution amendment saying that only humans are people, and that corporations are not people, and that money is not free speech? This is to counteract Citizens United and the other case, where the Supreme Court has been giving corporations the right to contribute unlimited money anonymously. If you don't like that idea, this is your chance to vote on the referendum to say this is what you want. Okay, another one. For the state of Wisconsin, should the minimum wage go to $10.10 per hour? If you're a poor person, you want to be out there and voting on this. Maybe they'll say it's not binding, but at least if enough people vote on it, they'll know what the will of the people is. Another issue on the referendum is, should Wisconsin money in the transportation budget be used only for transportation? This is one of the chief sins of Wisconsin governors, is they make budgets up. They make a budget for medical things. They make a budget up for transportation things. They make a budget up for the DNR, Department of Natural Resources. And then, as the year goes on, they discover that they budgeted poorly, and they raid one budget to pay for another budget. And people who are paying, bus fares and things for transportation are upset when their money gets used to pay for Medicaid or something, or the medical malpractice insurance fund, which helps smooth out insurance premiums by doing some coverage of doctors with malpractice insurance a little better than other states do. That is a kind of a fat fund, and it's used apparently to help alleviate some of these malpractice lawsuits. But governors have raided that fund, because we need some highway or some bridge built. So they don't really, so the referendum item says, should transportation money be used just for transportation stuff, like roads, or mass transit, or airports, or, transportation stuff. So you can vote on that. And lastly, there's a thing for the Milwaukee area, Milwaukee County. Should the county executive, who is currently an elected position, be switched over to a contractor, so that some corporation will then be running the county rather than an elected official? This is extremely dangerous. I don't know if you have any concept about, people are saying that we live in the corporate state, and this is the first thing where it's right on your doorstep, especially you, Milwaukee County. You currently elect your county executives. How about if some corporation was controlling your county? It would be controlled for a profit. It would be controlled for their interest, not necessarily your interest. So I think that's something that you really want to get out there and vote on. Whether you are just fed up with the elections because you think they're rigged, whether you're just want to say, I'm not going to be into politics, or whether you're in the legion of apathy who doesn't give a darn, I think some of this stuff would be right in your face. So I want to encourage you, because this week you are in power for the next few days until the elections. You are the one in control. You are the one in the driving seat. You have the ballot. You have the little pencil to connect the dots. Do it. So let's see how the elections turn out. So vote wisely, my friends. And until later, we'll be seeing you.